5 ideas better than a live-action Last Airbender series. Recently, news broke that Netflix is rebooting the animated classic Avatar The Last Airbender as a live-action show. Series creators Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko are even attached to produce. Fans have a lot of feelings about this, and so do we. Today's investigation will lay out 5 ideas set in the Avatar universe that we'd rather see than a live-action reboot of The Last Airbender. Oh, and spoilers, they're all animated. Right off the bat, we do want to say that we are absolutely hoping for the best with this live-action series. With the original creators attached and Netflix bankrolling the project, we think this is just about the best we could ask for in a live-action adaptation of Avatar. That being said, the M. Night Shyamalan film definitely left a bad taste in our mouth, besides the obvious issues like blatantly mispronouncing character names.
My name is Zong.
It felt like the Avatar world just wasn't going to work as a live-action adaptation. We also can't help but wish we were getting new Avatar content instead of rehashing an already told story, and it was told so well. So here are 5 Avatar ideas we'd love to see brought to life through animation. The first is the most obvious, so we'll get it out of the way quickly. A continuation of Avatar The Last Airbender. To this day, the series is one of the most beloved of all time, and they blatantly left story threads lingering at the end of the show.
Where is my mother?
Blatant! Yes, we know that the Zuko's mom storyline was continued in the graphic novels, but that just further proves our point. The continuing adventures of Aang and the gang in the graphic novels are really excellent, and we wouldn't even be opposed to them actually adapting these graphic novels into the animated format. Currently, there are 5 graphic novel trilogies for The Last Airbender, each trilogy telling its own contained story. We think it would be pretty cool if each trilogy was adapted into a sort of TV movie/special. The stories themselves are really compelling, and we would love to see them animated, accompanied by that classic Avatar music we know and love. Release the soundtrack, Nickelodeon. If adapting the graphic novels doesn't excite you enough, just jump forward in time. Give us a Last Airbender season about Aang as an adult. We got a little glimpse of adult Aang in The Legend of Korra, but we're sure people would love to see more. The series should end when Aang's son Tenzin is born, which would be the exact moment that he is no longer the Last Airbender. Get it? That's when the show's over, because this does not apply anymore. The second show we'd love to see would be a series about Avatar Kyoshi, an earth-bending avatar who lived to be the oldest avatar in history at 230 years old. We got to see only a couple of Kyoshi's exploits from flashbacks in The Last Airbender, and though they were few, they were pretty badass. Everything we know about her makes us incredibly interested in her life as the Avatar, and we know that lots of fans feel similarly. It was recently announced that 2 young adult novels will soon explore Kyoshi's origins and life as the Avatar, the first of which will be released in June 2019. It appears as though the creators behind Avatar are aware that people are interested in learning about Kyoshi, but why not take that one step further? An animated miniseries or even full animated show about major events in Kyoshi's life could be absolutely epic. Not only would the character be interesting to explore, but we know very little about that time period in the Avatar universe. What was life like 300 plus years before the age of Aang? We don't know, but we'd really like to find out, so give us a cartoon. With The Legend of Korra, the creators jumped ahead about 70 years after the time of Aang, moving the world into a slightly more steampunk aesthetic. But what if they took that even further, jumping ahead hundreds of years? The third idea we'd love to see is an Avatar series set in a futuristic cyberpunk world. Imagine, technology has advanced so greatly that the world's reliance on bending has decreased significantly. What would life be like for benders in an age like that? Exploring themes surrounding machine versus nature and the place of technology in a pseudo-magical society is right up Avatar's alley, and something we would love to see explored thoroughly in an animated show. It'd be so badass. It'd be like Batman Beyond, but Avatar. Yeah. Now you want it, now you want it. Our fourth idea moves in the opposite direction, from the far future to the distant past. In The Legend of Korra, we got an excellent pair of episodes that explored the origins of the Avatar and introduced us to the first ever Avatar named Wan. These are fan favorite episodes that laid out some pretty awesome Avatar lore, explaining how humans gained the ability to bend the elements.
May the element of fire protect you against the spirits.
and how one became the first Avatar by merging with the light spirit Rava. We've seen one of his greatest accomplishments, imprisoning the evil spirit Vatu in the Tree of Time, and also the final moments of his life. But the majority of his time as Avatar is largely unexplored. A series showcasing the ways Wan learned what it means to bring balance to the world in this drastically different age would be fascinating, and something we know fans would love to see. We also love that the art style for the 2-part Wan episodes were animated in this watercolor style. Look at how cool that looks. It was beautifully illustrated and gave the world a unique vibe in comparison to The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. We hope that if they made a Wan series, they would continue this style. And the 5th and final Avatar series we want would be an anthology series. Yep, it's the best idea ever. Imagine a series where every single episode is a one-off story about a different Avatar. This would allow the writers to explore so many different eras in the Avatar world and establish some awesome new characters and lore. It would also allow them to flesh out avatars that we've seen, but otherwise don't know much about. Aang speaks to Avatar Yang Chen in the series finale, and we learn a little bit more about her through the graphic novels, but other than that, we don't know much about her life as the Avatar. We learned about Avatar Kuruk's tragic love story in which his wife's face was stolen by the spirit Ko. That episode was so creepy. But we know very little beyond that. The avatars themselves are one of the most compelling aspects of the Avatar franchise, and this series would allow for a lot of great development for different avatars. We could even get episodes about Aang and Korra's life set after the events of their respective series. This would also potentially allow backdoor pilots to be written and created for the Avatar universe. Pretty much every series idea that we've explored in this video so far could start off as a one-off episode in the anthology show to test the waters. This might be our favorite idea of all, because it would allow for so many possibilities to be explored in one of our favorite fictional universes. Now, once again, we don't want to seem like we're hating on the idea of a live-action Last Airbender show, because the truth is that we want it to be awesome. We may have some concerns about depicting bending itself in live action, or that the incredibly important creatures like Appa and Momo will look too CGI and fake. But at the end of the day, we really hope that those concerns are laid to rest. The fact that the creators are planning on reimagining the story and expanding on the stories and lore definitely intrigues us. Will they reference new lore that was established in Legend of Korra? Will the show move from the 22-minute format closer to an hour? We're really eager to see what they have planned. A live-action Avatar series could be really great. And if it turns out to be a massive success, that will only strengthen the brand. Who knows? Maybe more people will be interested in the animated series thanks to the live action show, and maybe that interest will lead to more animated series in the future. That's what we're hoping for. But what do you folks think? Are you hyped for the live action Last Airbender series, or would you rather see new animated shows like the ideas that we pitched? And what other series set in the Avatar universe do you want to see most? Let us know below in the comments. Now's your time to shine. And hey, do not forget to check out our other cartoon show, Talkin' Toons, where Rob Paulson sits down with the best voice talent in the biz to talk about cartoons and mash up some great properties. He's even had Legend of Korra voice actress Janet Varney on the program, and you do not want to miss that one. New episodes of Talkin' Toons drop every Friday over on projectalpha.com. Go check it out. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Animation Investigation. If you like this video, do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and tune in every Thursday for new episodes. That's going to close another case. We'll catch you in the next Animation Investigation.